Do you even really want to win? I mean, seriously, do you want to win? What I believe is winning starts here. Winning is something that's innate inside of you. Winning is something that you have to believe. If you don't believe that things are possible, then listen, they're not possible to you. I heard somebody say, if you believe and if you don't believe, both of those answers are right. So for me, it's like, well, we may as well believe. We may as well believe that it's possible to win. We may as well believe that we can do it. We may as well believe that it's okay. We may as well believe that we have been given the green light to win. And I really want you to hear that today. You have been given the green light to win. You have been given the green light to move forward. It's okay. It's okay. I think sometimes our minds stop us. We don't believe that we have the ability. We don't believe that we've been given the opportunities. We don't believe that people want to see us win. All of that stuff is a lie. Listen, you have everything that you need to win because it starts here. It's already inside of you. It's already inside of you. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think you keep on waking up every single day? Why do you think you keep on getting an opportunity every single day? Why do you think every single day, even if you want to give up, even if you want to stop, why do you think you wake up another day and breathe this thing called life into your lungs every single day? Listen, y'all, it's called an opportunity. And you have an opportunity every single day. All of us are given 24 hours. Nobody has an unfair advantage. Y'all see that? We're all given the same amount of time to work this thing called life. So we got to be able to put ourselves in position to win. Watch this, not in position to lose. See, just like winning starts here, watch this, losing also starts here. I remember when I was young, I was part of a football team, and the football team. First of all, we were a pretty doggone good football team, but not only were we a good football team, but literally when we walked onto the field, the other team, it literally struck fear in their hearts. Just with us walking on the field, I remember there were times where we would just jog around the field. And our team was so big, we could take up 50 yards and make a circle around the entire 50 yards. So we had 100 plus people on the team. Do you understand mentally what that did to the other team? When we walked onto the field, they lost because they didn't believe that they had what it took to beat our team. Now, the opposite is also true. When we walked onto the field with 100 people circling 50 yards of a field, there was a certain belief that came out that said, we're winning this game today. We're not losing today. There was a mentality that happened. Yet winning, it started here, but losing, it also has the ability to start there also. The other interesting thing as I think about it, with that team, we never had the best athletes. Let me say that again. We never had the best athletes. But at one point in time, we won 50 games in a row, three straight state championships. Every single year we were in the hunt to date. They've won 29 state championships without the best athletes. How do you win games without the best athletes? Well, the number one thing is you win because people believe that they can win. I told you, winning starts here. I'll never forget, before we even played a game, our coaches taught us the basics every single year. The most fundamental thing that you could do when you're playing football is called a three-point stance. And they taught us that every single year. That's where we started. Now, it wouldn't seem to make sense. It's like we're way more advanced than that. But the coaches knew that you needed the fundamentals and the basics were the building blocks for success. Ooh, you got to hear that. The basics were the building blocks for success. So we took a three-step approach to winning. I'm going to share it with you right now. You ready? The three-step approach was pride. And when I say pride, I mean having a pride in the product, a pride in self, a pride in your teammates. I know sometimes pride gets this bad thing, and we're like, oh no, you don't want to be proud. No, you do. Right? You want to have pride. You want to show up. You want to value the product, right? You want to believe in the product in such a way that you're not going to mishandle the thing that you believe in. I'm not talking about getting crazy with pride. I'm talking about literally being able to say, I believe in this product. So we said pride, right? We said loyalty. There were a lot of players on that team who were legacy players, meaning their dads and their grandfathers had played on that team. So there was this dream and this desire to one day get on the field and suit up with this team like their dad did, like their grandfather did, right? So there was this loyalty that came just to be a part. I mean, you got to understand, there were young men who many times did not even dress until you were a sophomore or a junior. You didn't even dress. But there was loyalty. They didn't leave. They weren't going into the transfer portal. They weren't doing any of that stuff. They were there because they were loyal to the program. And the program was bigger, right? The program was bigger than any individual. So there was pride and belief. There was loyalty to the team, to self, and to the players on the team. And then there was this thing called discipline, doing the small things right, right? We had to be able to do the small things right. That's why we started with the 3-point stance. That's why we started with the small details. See, because we weren't the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, we had to be disciplined to be able to do the things that we needed to do when others wouldn't. You got to hear that. We had to be willing to do the things that others weren't willing to do, specifically when it counted. So there were times when, the game's on the line and we had inferior athletes, but inferior athletes with a strong belief and desire can beat a person who is super athletic with no discipline. It's just the truth of the matter. I remember one game we were down with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. We were literally down by 2 touchdowns. 2 scores were down. And we came back to win. How did that happen? Well, pride, loyalty, discipline, all put together equal achievement. So we achieved because we had a winning mindset. And that winning mindset, man, listen, when you believe that you can win here, it'll cancel out all doubt. It'll cancel out all things that say that you can't because you believe here. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Sometimes you just have to take the step and believe here. So I need you to understand today that you are a winner, that you can win, that there's nothing stopping you right now except you. So if you want to win, you have to believe. And when you believe, it will put you in position to achieve anything you want. Because winning, it starts here. That's all I got for you today. We'll talk.